Do you have any advice for how we can pitch ourselves to be on podcast?
Yeah. So pitching itself is a whole other beast. And we could do a totally different episode and different podcast on that. But first and foremost, you have to make sure you're listening to the podcast that you're pitching, right? There are so many out there. Of course, I know that, right? But you have a connection with certain podcasts and you know if your brand's going to be a fit if you've been listening to the podcast. And hosts, as I'm sure you can attest to, can tell when they're getting pitched from someone who's never listened to their podcast before. So it's really important to make sure that you are being genuine, you have a genuine interest. Maybe in your pitch, you reference a couple of episodes that really resonated with you, and then you offer to give your perspective on a topic that you're either like an expert in, is in the current culture climate, or something that the host is really passionate about. But you have to make sure that the pitch is about the host and the podcast, not about you, right? Like you are the resource for them to create an amazing episode. You are not like saving them in any way, shape, or form. You are just there to help them as much as you can. And yes, it's a mutually beneficial relationship, but making the pitch more about them and not you is a big, big key tip.
Yes, I've gotten those pitches that are like, I have so many followers on Instagram and blah blah blah. I'm like, that's great, but like, what are you going to give my listeners? Like,
Right,
what
exactly.
what are
Why
we
are
going
people
to
going to
do?
press play?
Yes,
Yes.
I don't care if you have one follower. Like, if you're going to give value, then yes.
Exactly. So true. So true.